What is up? LSU football get their second commitment in as many days. Sunday, as you may have seen all over the internet, all over LSUODYSSEY.com, Trey Holly, unbelievable running back out of the state of Louisiana, going to be, if he gets over 875 yards this season, will pass Nick Bracett's all-time Louisiana high school rushing record at Union Parish. And that's a young man who literally has rushed for 2,500 plus yards in his last two seasons. And I think something like 40 or 30, I think it was 40 touchdowns one year and then 33 or something the next. Just outrageous numbers. He's rushed for over 1,000 yards each of his three seasons. We've written extensively about Trey Holly on LSUODYSSEY.com. Definitely check out his profile there, 2023 profile on Trey Holly, as well as, some more in-depth news and analysis when he committed yesterday, including, that one of LSU's newest hires on staff, Nick Bracett, had some input down the stretch in securing the running back who may, in the end, in fact, break his record. We got confirmation of that from an LSU coach, and that was kind of interesting. It was just my idea just to be like, hey, did Nick Brissett have a role to play in this? And I got confirmation of that because I just was wondering if that's going to be also part of his job is helping recruit running backs with Frank Wilson. Um, huge to get Trey Holly. He's a cornerstone running back of the class for LSU, not only in state for Louisiana, but for the Tigers. He was a must. He was a priority, top priority on the list. Had to get Trey Holly. Getting an early commitment from Trey Holly is big time. It helps LSU focus on other targets who may have, bigger decisions to make and things. Trey wants to stay home, wants to rep LSU, and he's a great one. I think he's going to be an absolutely special running back for the Tigers. You look at him, and for me, I just think Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's got that speed, he's got that low center of gravity, he's got the quickness, he's got the moves, quickness in between the tackles and off on the edge. He really is a do-it-all running back. Yet to see how he is catching the ball repeatedly out of the backfield, because once again, this is a young man you just hand the ball off to, and he just terrorizes defensive fronts, and secondaries as well. They can't get a hold of this guy either once he's broken away. It's Trey Holly being able to pull him in early, really excite him with those visits. It was big time for LSU. And, even more surprising for I think a lot of the national, media, some of them, some of the Go 24/7 West Coast analysts, people like that, Daylen Austin, cornerback out of Long Beach Poly, he shouldn't be a 4-star. He shouldn't be the 15th rated corner on the list of their rankings. He should be much higher. Incredible athlete out there. Unbelievable closing speed. 3 punt return touchdowns as well. 1 kickoff return touchdown, which just shows you the multiplicity and versatility he can offer a team. 11 pass breakups, 2 interceptions. He got a rare amount of targets. 44 total tackles as well. I believe a forced fumble, 1.5 tackles for loss. But he really is a growing player. He's still raw, but my God, the speed, the old school moves, the beautiful vision he has on the field, especially in special teams. It really sets him apart. And for me, I think he's a 5-star top talent. And Daylen Austin coming out of Long Beach Poly. We wrote about him on some type of LSU recruiting piece that just barely came out. LSU recruiting all over the map, I believe, is what it was. LSU staff recruiting all over the map. Um, Probably only just 5, 6 days ago, we wrote that, talking about how they were recruiting everywhere, leaving no stone unturned. Well, they go out west and they also get Daylen Austin, a huge, big time target for someone like Lincoln Riley, USC, Oregon, Dan Lanning. You know, LSU gets a big time West Coast commit. Second time DBU's gotten a big time high profile West Coast commit in the last few years. Well, I guess you could add a Kamari Rogers in there as well, right? Yeah, Kamari Rogers, he committed to LSU for a while there, out of Matter Day, right? Didn't he? No, I'm thinking of someone else. No, scratch that. Don't even. I'm thinking of somebody else. But yeah, along with Eli Ricks, they were saying Robert Steeples couldn't recruit like Corey Webster. Robert Steeples, or sorry, not Corey Raymond. Robert Steeples couldn't recruit like Corey Raymond. He wasn't going to bring in the same type of talent Corey Raymond was. DBU was going to die. All of that turns out to be a lot of BS because DBU is flying right now, just pulling in one talented, super talent after another. Kerry Cooks, can lay claim to the first two safeties, Doherty, Yates, but this is all Steeples here. And I think with Christian Gray coming up, that train ain't stopping soon. Christian Gray, watch for his commitment next. I really firmly believe. Also, we've heard some very positive things about Dante Moore. Posted that on the site as well. A lot of recruiting talk, movement, commitments, whispers, all sorts of stuff going down. LSUODYSSEY.com. We're staying on top of it, all of it. Stay tuned and look out for a few appearances from us on some podcasts coming up that will be posted on LSUODYSSEY.com. Look for that. We're going to be appearing on a few different shows over the next few days, and those will be posted and, relinked onto the site. And, Daylen Austin, Trey Holly, over the last few days, adding them to the really potent class already. The class is starting to fill out, and it's looking good. Definitely keep an eye on those 2023 targets pieces we put on the site because it's the same guys you're going to hear a lot of. Shelton Sampson Jr., these type of names, Caleb Jackson to kind of equalize that running back room possibly. A lot of different options for LSU out there, and we've got fingertips on all of them. A lot of different guys in this bottomless 2023 class with talent. Thank you very much, everybody.